Hello, hello. How are we? How are we? I hope you are having a good day, that you had a good yesterday. We are here, we are live, we are functioning. I had a chill day yesterday. Gal and I recorded our podcast episode. We got to talk about game shows, and Gal created some cool game stuff. Had a good day today so far. As you can see, we have a new shirt. If you didn't notice, on Monday, we had a new shirt for the live stream that said Hot as Hades, and it was Hades from the Disney movie Hercules, and he was all in like glitter blue. And we also have a new shirt now with the Joker on it. You can see these three cool-ass versions of the Joker. It's Killing Joke territory. That's kind of the art style, but we got three really cool versions of him, and then the back is fire. Ready? Look at that Killing Joke Joker. Fire as hell. Brianna bought me both of these shirts. She keeps buying me shirts so that I can wear different ones on the stream because I didn't have any. But now we have like 5 whole shirts we can wear. It's crazy. And this one in particular, I really like because it makes me feel very masculine. So it's nice when you want to feel masculine. You're like, yeah, put on my Joker shirt. And it's a little big, how boy shirts are. Yeah, I like it. It's good energy. And it works with like the scissors and the lungs and the rib cage and all that. So it's kind of the vibe. But today's been pretty chill so far. We recorded another episode of the voice acting coaching today. I think we're about 4 or 5 in, so the editing process is going to have to begin soon, and hopefully we'll start uploading them. And then the narrative collab project with everybody is still going. I think Ava's going to be the one to close us out and create the ending of the story next week, which will be interesting because I've seen all the videos, so I'm like, I wonder what's going to happen. And it's one of those projects where it's like, I'm so hands off of it. Like, it's so in other people's hands that I'm sitting here like, I don't want to post it. Because I'm a little control freak. And also because I was joking with somebody, a lot of folks in this chain have put in so much effort and made these beautiful, high quality videos. And my first video is very basic. And so like every week that I send the project off to a new person to contribute, every week I'm like, maybe I should just cancel it. Because I feel like mine is so underdeveloped compared to everybody else's. But if you want to push through that little voice that tells you everything has to be perfect and gorgeous, these are the things you have to do. And everybody else's videos are perfect and gorgeous. Let me just be clear. But so it'll get posted. And I think it'll get posted soon because I think the thought process will be we'll go through that series first, and then I'll start releasing the voice acting coaching. And then by the time voice acting coaching is done, because if that series starts coming out, the narrative collab starts coming out in April, and then voice acting coaching comes out in May, and like halfway into June, then we're going to record our horror show in June, which means that one should release in July, in theory. That's the theory. I would love to have our next horror show releasing in my birthday month because I'm really excited for this one. I'm like straight up, I've been looking into possibly, because y'all know we do theater of the mind here, so I've been looking into getting terrain pieces since Daggerheart and D&D, have actual combat maps. And I don't want to do just like a grid with squares and then you draw on it like a whiteboard. That's cool, that's fine, that's great. But we're putting on a show. And so I wanted to be cool to some aspect. So I was looking into like tile pieces to make the terrain, and like you put modular tiles, then you put like buildings on it, you get little minis, you paint everything. That shit's expensive. I don't know how y'all D&D players do it. That shit is expensive as hell. For a tiny little grid, like not even a sheet of paper size thing of squares is so expensive. So I'm thinking I might make my own base because I have big 18 by 24 canvases we've painted on our streams before. And I'm thinking flip those canvases over and get like the foam that people use to make their own like terrain tiles. And I'll make like stone tiles out of the foam and just put them inside the canvas. And then it'll be like a walking space. And then I'll have to buy like the walls and the set pieces still. But that's okay, right? Yo, Kingslayer! I'm so glad to be your favorite white girl. Let's go, let's go. I'm extra white today. I got a Joker shirt on. Oh my God, Kingslayer, it's been so long. How are you, buddy? It's been so long on my end because I was sick out my ass. Folks in the Discord got notified, but when you watch through YouTube and stuff, you guys don't get all the little tidbits. You just know I'm gone for 2 weeks. So I was working with children for a week, which was super fun. Can't talk about it too much because privacy laws. But like loved it. I was working with 3-year-olds. They're crazy. And then I was sick because I worked with 3-year-olds for a week. So I was sick for the week after. But I'm back. We're functioning, and I hope you're doing well, Kingslayer. I'm talking. Let me rephrase. We're back and mostly functioning, as you can tell. That will continue to happen for like the next year of my life, because unfortunately, that's how this sickness works. Hey, Rywek! Rachel's coughing. There better be water around. Rywek, you want to know how much my identity has been fucked up by being sick? There's not even a Diet Pepsi thing in this booth right now. I don't even have a cup in here with pop. It is solely water. That's it. That's all, and this time's filled to the brim. That's it. That's all I have because that's how much this sickness has fucked me up. And I'm mad about it. All right? I'm about to start a riot about it. I will say, though, yesterday I did down like a shamrock shake. Hello, Gal. See, Gal knows about it because Gal and I recorded a podcast episode yesterday doing a game show. And I got me some McDonald's. Yes, thank you for the dehydrate. I'm going to have to change it to hydrate now. Jesus Lord. I'm chilling right now. Just made delectable lasagna. It was frozen Stouffer's. Let's go. Listen, sometimes the best food is the frozen food. Like, I'm sorry. I have tried to make pizza so many times. It is never as good as a frozen DiGiorno. And I will fight a bitch, okay? Sometimes frozen is the best, alright? I'm very happy for your kidneys. Unfortunately, they're happy too. Unfortunately, my whole body's happy. Like, I've been waking up, like, earlier than usual. I wake up at, like, this is late for a lot of you people, but for me, it's early because I go to bed at, like, 3 a.m. I've been waking up at, like, 11 every single day. Why? Because I've been drinking fucking water. My body's so happy with me. Meanwhile, me, Rachel, is like, I'm suffering. So funny. We did it, y'all. The impossible happened. Rachel drank water. All it took was a plague-ridden disease. Literally, all it takes to get me to drink water is to make me work with children for 4 days straight. Put me in a madhouse of 100 3-year-olds, and I'm dead. I gotta drink water. And what's funny, too, is, like, I'm still coughing, even drinking water. Because the water, unlike for normal people, how they're like, oh no, my throat hurt, let me drink water to help throat. That shit don't work for me. All that shit's gonna do is just hydrate my muscles and my body, which is, like, good, but it's not gonna do anything for my throat. It does not do anything for my cough, all right? All I do is I cough until we get mucus coming out my nose and my ears like a normal day. Drink OJ, not on your life. I will stoop as low as water because water doesn't have a flavor. I refuse to drink fruit. I fucking hate fruit. I hate it. I do drink milk, but that makes the mucus worse. So, I hate it. I hate fruit. I will not put OJ. Listen, it is not lost on me, and it never has been. Hello, Boston. The irony that y'all gave me the lemon dragon and the orange dragon and all these fucking fruit-based dragons as our emoji mascot when I hate fruit. I get sick so often from working at the arcade, but none of my coworkers seem to. Kingslayer, and that's wild because I can imagine you getting sick from working at the arcade because everybody's grimy little hands are touching everything. And they're going, heh, heh, you know what I mean? But what's funny, I never get sick from conventions. Like when Brianna and I travel to conventions for my voice acting workshops, I never get sick. Never. And yet everybody gets sick at conventions. So I don't know, I feel like we each have our own little spaces. This is why you're ace? Gal, I think you gotta correlate better. That's, most asexual people like fruit, in fact. Let's get Rachel strawberry milkies? I will kill you. I will kill you like the pink and brown cows they slaughter to make strawberry and chocolate milk. I don't even like chocolate milk. Let me be very clear. I don't even like chocolate milk, okay? I simp, and I've said this many times. You can find the TikTok clip, even though I don't have TikTok anymore. You can find it, where I said, and to this day I stand by, I will do anything Big Dairy wants. Like Big Pharma, but Big Dairy. Big Dairy, I know that you lied about how milk helps people because you wanted to sell more milk back in the original milk craze in the whatever time period it was. Those of us who like milk know it was a lie. We're well aware. Guess what? I don't give a shit. You want me to lie? You want me to promote Big Milk? You want me to promote you, Big Dairy? I will do it. Literally, I'll say whatever the fuck you want. I love milk, all right? But no strawberry milk and no chocolate milk. Absolutely not. I don't like fruit. Literally. Oh! I got it. Whole milk for the win? Fun fact. Whole milk, 2%, 1%, etc., etc. They all taste the same. They all taste the same. What about Pilk? No. You cannot mix the... Actually, I've never had it. To be fair, I've never had it. I might like it. Who knows? But I don't think you should be mixing the sanctity of Pepsi with the pureness of milk. You know what I'm saying? I know it's my two favorite things. Maybe I would like it. I don't know. I cannot fully say no. Not yet. PSA, you don't need to put your hands on the glass at the arcade. There's no reason to wipe your hands on an arcade screen. Kingslayer. Did you boycott TikTok too? No, I didn't boycott. I just deleted it. I used the excuse of like, all right, it's going to be banned to delete it off my phone. And then they don't let me re-download it. So thank God I just haven't put it back on. And my life is better for it. Also, I hate making shorts content. Hate it. Hate it. I hate editing in general, but hate it. Also, Kingslayer, I am that bitch who puts my hands all over the machines. Although, to be fair, the games that I play are the ball dropper, because you can actually win that one, and Deal or No Deal. Alright, so you really gotta bokung. Deal. No deal. You gotta get into it. We were big Deal or No Deal players because Brianna and I won once. We won the $1 million. Not actual $1 million, but we won the $1 million in one of the arcade ones and got a shit ton of tickets. It was fire. We were also upper middle class when we were little, so we would go to Chuck E. Cheese like all the time. All the time. And we would save our tickets so that we could get one of the big prizes. I don't know if we ever went back to get a big prize. I don't remember it. I just remember going a bunch and saving all our tickets. That I remember. My dad and I would do ice and milk or Fanta and milk to make a creamsicle. Creamsicles are nasty. Orange Fanta's good, but creamsicles are nasty. Also, my dad does ice in milk. Ice in milk is so weird because you're watering down your milk. Why do you guys not want the purity of milk? Drink some pure cow's titty milk. Why are you watering it down? Yeah, sure, it makes it cold. You know what else could make your milk cold? The fridge, where it should be. Goat milk for the win? This is wild. I've never had this many different opinions on milk. Almost always all people say are like, I don't like it. I love that we have so many different opinions on milk. Big dairy, I'll shill for goat milk too. I ain't never drinking it, but I'll shill for it. I'll shill for ice and milk if I have to. I love Deal or No Deal. Let's go. That's fair. I'm talking more retro games. Like, it's always weird when there's handprints on Donkey Kong or Pac-Man. Pac-Man I think I've played. Pac-Man I for sure put my hands on. Ooh, yeah, I for sure. Yep, because I'd go, there it is, there it is. Donkey Kong I never played. You know what was crazy? I don't know if y'all had this, because you're kind of my generation, kind of not. Did you guys have Spyro inside of the McDonald's? I vividly remember the year or whatever it was that Spyro was in McDonald's. And I loved that fucking game. It's when they still had play places. I loved playing Spyro. My fridge is older than I am. The shit won't be as cold as I like it. You gotta get better fridge. You should get a mini fridge dedicated to milk. Or put it in a cooler. Right? You fill the ice, put ice in the cooler, and then put your milk in there. Straight from the udder. Straight from the udder. Just as a PSA, don't drink milk straight from the udder because then it's non-pasteurized and you will fucking die. Actually, I will say, I love this meme that's going around, which is like the white girlies being like, guys, oh my god, you know how we've all been like buying, organic, unpasteurized milk so it doesn't have all the toxins in it? It tastes so much better if you like put it in the microwave for a little bit first. Oh my god, life hack. And then the person comments under and they're like, congrats, you discovered what pasteurized milk is. Like, just buy the pasteurized milk and don't get a fucking disease. Like, my god. Thoughts on nut milk? So, nut milk isn't actual milk by definition because it's not dairy. However, I don't give a fuck if you drink it. Why am I shaming goat titty milk? I'm not shaming goat titty milk. I just think goat titty milk is different than cow titty milk. Now we're just shaming nut titties? Blah, 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 blah. I'm not shaming nut titties or goat titties. I am a furry. That makes me sound like I did the I have black friends, but in furry. I am a furry. I'm not shaming goat titties or nut titties, okay? You can like your goat titties and you can like your nut titties. And to be fair, goat titty milk is real milk because it's still dairy. But nuts aren't dairy. They don't produce lactose. For something to be milk, it has to have lactose. Otherwise, it's not milk. Fun fact, did you guys know eggs aren't dairy? Tell me why eggs aren't dairy, but they're in the dairy section of a grocery store. Please tell me how this occurred, because I was watching some show where somebody was like, no, eggs aren't dairy. And everybody's like, what do you mean eggs are dairy? And I went, aren't eggs dairy? They're in the grocery store. And then it turns out eggs aren't fucking dairy. And it's obvious they're not dairy, because what does dairy mean? What does dairy mean? Produced by a mammal. So eggs are not dairy. Because it's to keep it in a cool section. But see, Rywek, now, by doing that, the big grocery stores have convinced an entire 2 decades of generations that eggs are dairy. Because my generation and the generation above me both think eggs are dairy. And I bet the one under me too. I remember Sonic Adventure in McDonald's. Oh, I never played Sonic in McDonald's. We only had Spyro. I remember when you could play video games at the Mac too. Yeah, we did have video games. There were Okay, so maybe we did. There were two that would sit back to back. One side was Spyro, and one side was a different game. So maybe the other game was Sonic. I just know I played Spyro, because dragons are my thing. So I played Spyro. Oh, sorry, I wasn't supposed to use logic. I have never thought eggs were dairy. I'm gonna blame the American education system. All right, two things. One, fuck you. Two, you're right. You can always blame America. Always, especially the American education system. And you're correct. But still, fuck you. Eggs will always be dairy and Pluto will always be a planet. Thank you, Kingslayer. Kingslayer knows where I'm coming from. Alright? Eggs will always be dairy. Pluto will always be a planet. I'm with Wyrick. I never thought of eggs as dairy. Well, did you not go to the grocery store? How do you not go to the grocery store, see the word dairy section, see eggs, and then think eggs are dairy? Like, well, I feel like that's a logical leap. That is a logical connection. It says dairy, and then they put eggs on it. The same, I'm like, it's milk and cheese and eggs. That's where they put it. And if we're going to be extra fair, if they were platypus eggs, they would be dairy. Now, unfortunately, they're not platypus eggs because platypus are endangered and we don't eat platypus eggs for that obvious reason. But if they were, that comes from a mammal, is dairy. Because I have critical thinking skills. It's okay, Rachel, you'll get them one day. Fuck you. If I had two, I'd give you both. Kingslayer also believes that bunnies lay chocolate eggs. I mean... Is he wrong? Only chocolate bunnies lay chocolate eggs. Exactly, just like how chocolate cows give you chocolate milk. And pink cows give you strawberry milk. I love this. This is God tier. God tier, God tier. Oh my lord. I don't know, man. It's just something that I heard on a thing, and I was like, oh my god, eggs aren't dairy. That's crazy. Although, to my defense, I have watched a lot of YouTube videos recently of influencers and, like, YouTubers and streamers being dumb as shit. And sometimes I go, shouldn't judge them. And we all have those things, like how I thought eggs were dairy. Other times, the other side of my head goes, but this seems like everybody should know this answer. Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen a cow be washed and blow-dried, fluffy boys? Oh, you're talking about there's a word for those types of cows. The long-haired cows, there's a specific word for them. Versus dairy cows. You're talking about like beef cows. But yeah, they're cute. So, okay, let me ask you this. Is it common knowledge? Would you consider it common knowledge to know that birds have a cloaca? And therefore, none of the other reproductive, like, jazz, you know what I mean? Would that be common knowledge? Because I was watching a Try Guys video. They, like, just posted a video. And the guy was like, birds have dicks. And I was like, no, the fuck they don't. Like, I was like, do normal people not just know they have cloacas? Is that not a normal thing? Am I the weird one? Like, maybe I am. I don't know. I mean, let me rephrase that. I am. That I know. I think after middle school, okay. Because I know weird facts. But that felt like common knowledge, and I was like, really? Really? But to be fair, on the flip side of that, there's a lot of things that other people would say are common knowledge that I don't have. Which is like, some folks were also doing some sort of quiz that was like, which amendment gives women the right to vote? And I literally went, no fucking clue. No idea. The only one I know is the right to bear arms. And actually, I don't even think I know that one, because I don't think that's one. Is that one? No, the Second Amendment is the right to bear arms, right? See, I don't even fucking know. And nor other people would say that should be common knowledge. You know what I mean? So I don't know. As an ace, I can definitely picture you looking for a lack of dick. Oh, all over the place. I'm always looking for lack of dicks. Or dicks thereof. But it's definitely lack of dicks. Ducks have corkscrew dicks? I don't think they should, though. I've heard this logic, but, like, that doesn't make any sense, right? Hence, cloaca would be common knowledge to you. But why? So, here's my question. Why would they have one? I'll look it up. Do birds have dicks? Birds do not have penises. Yeah, I don't know that... Okay. Do ducks have dicks? Hold on, I'm reading. Aha. Okay. Ducks have corkscrew and cats have spiky ones. Well, cats make sense because cats are mammals. Corkscrew penis to fit in a corkscrew vagina. Accurate. So, here's the thing. The reason why it wouldn't make sense for a duck is because, again, birds have cloacas. So, the only way that they mate is hole to hole. So, it wouldn't make sense for them to have one. Mammals should have one because that's how they mate. But birds aren't mammals. So, I just Googled it, and that's the least worry of what's in my search history. I did just Google it. It is closer to, like, a vestigial thing. Which the word vestigial is a term for, like, a body part or an evolutionary piece that hasn't been fully gotten rid of genetically, but doesn't really serve a purpose anymore. So, for example, our tailbones are vestigial. Because we used to have tails, and then we got rid of them, evolutionarily speaking, but we still have a tailbone, so it's vestigial. So ducks' corkscrew penis do technically work and do release the semen to the female-like area or to their own area, but it's somewhat vestigial because they do still have to hold a hole for it to work. That's the only way it'll work. They don't stick it in anything. So, that's your fun fact on bird reproduction. Or ducks specifically, because I think they're the only ones with those. That's kind of funny that ducks are the ones that didn't do evolution right. They were so far behind. I love the fact that butt cracks and cheeks are evolutionary. I mean, lots of things are evolutionary. Which, like, it's weird because I feel like normal people maybe know history, but I know, like, the evolution stuff because that was my favorite part of biology. I really liked biology, and I liked genetics. So lots of stuff is evolutionary. And lots of stuff we just have basic knowledge on because you don't need more than that, right? Unless you're studying it or you're a lab person. Like, for example, we learn genetics on, like, oh, your blood type is AB. Oh, damn. Your blood type is, like, AB or O or A whatever, right? Those aren't the only blood types. Those aren't the only blood types, and they're not that simple. There's actually a shit ton of them. And they kind of like switchy swacky around a little bit. They fall under that umbrella, right? Like, I'm not saying there's like a QR, but like AB doesn't just mean AB. It comes with all these little threads that are attached to all these little things that determine like the AB, you know what I mean? Or like skin color. Skin color is determined by, like, 60 or something different genetic variables, and they all correspond to each other. So it's like, if this gene is turned on, it turns on this one, which turns on one of these two, which turns on one of these six, which turns on one, and it does that, and that's how you get skin color. So that's why you can have, like, that's why technically two white parents can have a non-white baby, or vice versa, and it can be fully genetically related to you, is because skin color is not just like bump equals bump. There's like 60 plus different combinations of skin color. And I don't mean colors, like color combinations. I mean like genetic tiles that determine it, which is super fun. We love genetics, okay? Genetics are fun. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Genetics are fun. Punnett squares are fun. I like Punnett squares. They're very basic and they're very easy and they're fun. And I like them. They're like little word problems. That's what we did some of those yesterday on the podcast, which in theory will release next week, but maybe it'll be 2 weeks. It's going to depend how much I give a shit. So yeah, if you want to listen to that kind of word puzzle stuff or do them yourself, you can do it next week on the podcast. And then the week after that, Gal and I are doing the romance podcast, where we're going to talk about all the fun romance tropes. And then the Patreon one is going to be the sex one. Because my ass got a lot of questions. You get to see Rachel lose her mind? Oh my god. That game show one made me so mad. Listen, I love Gal. Gal has full authority over all my channels and shit. We talked about this on Monday. But motherfucker was wrong. Motherfucker was incorrect. Alright? I'm telling you right now, it was the son. And or the mother-in-law. Alright, that is the answer to the question, and Gal is incorrect. Alright? She just is. I don't make the rules, I just make them. Rachel flipped her shit over comma because your comma was wrong. Your comma was wrong. Alright, your comma was fucking wrong. Because I was interpreting it in the way that it was written. I was interpreting it the way that it was written to the grammatical English language structure, and you did grammar incorrectly in my fucking presence. If you choose to do grammar incorrectly in my fucking presence, my incel joker ass is gonna beat you the fuck up. Alright, so you were wrong. That's why. All I'm hearing is Gal is correct. False. You can listen to it. When it comes out next Tuesday, I was fucking right. I was right. And that's the end of the answer. I was right. That's the end of the answer. Sad trombone, womp womp. Yeah, for Gal, not for me. Oh, Uno reverse. Uno reverse. Rachel, sore loser. No. Sore winner. Okay, because I was right. I saw winner because I was right. Okay, they were wrong, alright? But you weren't but I was. Okay? Again, I was correct. You got the second one right, not the first. Again, I am correct. You can listen and judge for yourself. Pretty sure I was correct. Pretty sure the vagaries of the human language do not affect me being correct. Alright? I went to college. I had a degree. A degree that definitely applies in this scenario. Alright? No. To be saved next game will have nothing but comments. Oh my Lord God. I will kill you all. I can't say that because people are getting kicked off the platform for that, but y'all can eat my shit. Y'all can fucking eat it, bro. This is what, listen. I am the god of the new world. And what I say goes. Or your ass gets written in the death note, alright? I am Light fucking Yagami. I am correct. Alright? There is no L in this universe. What I say is correct. What about colons? Don't get me started. Because if you couldn't use a fucking comma correctly, I know your ass can't use a colon correctly. I dare you to fucking tell me what a colon does without Googling that shit. You try and tell me what a colon does. You don't fucking know. You have no idea how to use it. You'll probably get it confused with a semicolon. Alright? And semicolons are the easiest shit on the planet to use. Don't you even fucking try it. I will have a bigger meltdown than a right-wing creator when he gets called gay. Alright? Don't try it. Don't try it on me. Oh my lord. I will go more viral than fucking what's his name? That Ethan guy who's crazy and right-wing. My lord. I'm thinking little asterisks. Don't forget the tildes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Tildes are technically not a part of the English. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was about to say not a part of the English language and you start pulling out the accents. Also, not English language. You are wrong. And I am right. And that's how this goes. Listen, all I'm saying is I will bust out. What about a space between every letter? Oh, and umlauts. Oh. Y'all about to get your ass handed to you. I will bust out my AP English exam score. Don't make me do it. I will find it. I will find that shit. The only problem with that score is two things. One, it was an AP English lit score, not a writing score. Uh-oh, that's a different thing. And two, that was what? Almost 10 years ago? I highly doubt I still have those skills. Although, to be fair to me, even if I don't have the writing skills, my AP English Lit score would still validate my uncanny, unstoppable ability to overanalyze everything beyond point of redemption. And frankly, I think that's still accurate to me. Someone is salty about our big brains. Eat shit. Well, the zombies are gonna come for you. Or they're not, because there's nothing to eat. Ugh. English was my worst subject in high school outside of gym. Deadly, here's the thing. English was the only class I was good at. Like, good at. The only way I passed gym was because they were too afraid to fail me. That's how I got through most of my classes, literally all from baby me to through college. Every authority figure that could fail me was too afraid. Because if you genuinely double cross me, or frankly just do shit that I genuinely am like, no, I'm scary. I know how to be scary. You wouldn't guess it. You wouldn't think it. But I know how to be scary. So everybody was too afraid to fail me. So, hey, I passed. I got a bachelor's degree. Alright? Not just spaces. I hate you. You didn't even know what pesto was? Where's pesto in English literature? Tell me how I would know what pesto is from English literature. Alright? I don't use it to cook. We all know I don't eat. I barely drink water. It's only because I'm forced to. I used to be pretty good at math. I believe that, Dably. I was never great at math. I was never bad at math. I liked the X equals Y problems, like algebra. Or no, calculus. I don't know which one it is. Rachel was a violent child. This hasn't changed in adulthood. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, like, I'm not scary as in, I feel like she's gonna beat me up, because look at me. I will say, I am scary in terms of some people thought I was gonna shoot up the school. Or stab them type of territory. So, like, outcast scary, so that could be considered physical violence. But I'm more scary as in, like, even from a young age, I was the type of person who was like, you're not going to fail me for the class. Because according to your syllabus, these are the required standards that I have to hit. And I save every homework that I've ever turned in and every notebook that I've ever written. And I can prove without a shadow of a doubt that I've marked the basic level, which would at least get me a C to all those points that are written down in your syllabus. So if you try to fail me, I will take this to the dean, and then I will take it to the principal, and I will argue my case to the school court if I need to, that I should at least pass with a C. So I suggest you re-look over your syllabus, and I can give you the notebooks and the homework if you'd like to double check it. It's up to you. I'll see you on Monday. That is, yeah, literally I was just a lawyer. I have been since day dot. Like, since the very beginning, yeah, people don't fuck with me, alright? Not in school, they didn't. A cookbook? Fuck off. Ain't no cookbooks up in my house. We Google shit and pray. The quiet kid. Yeah. I mean, like, I was not quiet, but people were definitely like, she weird. She will fuck people up. And I was like, hell yeah, I will. Hell yeah, I will. I don't know how to shoot a gun, but all my family are hunters. So I can ask. I can learn. Yeah, no, it was fun. Like when I, wolf girl energy. Accurate. Listen, I've also been furry from a young age, okay? And while I don't want to be the wolf girl, I recognize I could be. I recognize it's easy to see. But no, like, I was in college, my first year of college when I was at, like, normal art school, which is crazy to say, but that is a thing, normal art school. I feel like you'd bark at teachers you didn't like. No, because that gets you so close, but no. Because you have to know the line. Because I'm a social person. Y'all know I'm a social person. That's the game that I play. I'm a social game player. You have to know the line between, you have to know your reputation. You have to know what actions and what dialogue and words will change the reputation that you hold. So for me, the reason why something like, I've kept all my notes, I've kept all my homework, I can double cross them against your syllabus, and I will take this to the dean if you try and fail me. The reason why that's scary coming from someone like me versus somebody else in school is because I had the reputation of getting all A's, of getting 100% on tests, of, like, having a 4.3 GPA, right? Like, of being the kid that never went to detention. Ever. Once. Never in my life. That never got suspended. Never got yelled at. Like, I had that reputation, and it was because I had the standard good kid reputation that when things like, I could say things like that, that would be scary. Because combining, like, the JD from Heathers, where you think he's gonna light a fire in the school and set a bunch of bombs like he does, combining that outcast territory with the smart kid territory, like the goody two-shoes territory, creates a very scary student. Where it's like I am so, like, people wouldn't believe you if you told them I did something or said something, which makes the fact that everybody knows I could, or at least I have the reputation that I'm weird, scarier. right? And that's why it worked. If that reputation starts to break, then it won't work anymore. It simply won't. So you have to know what reputation you have and what level of social you're at, right? That's why I got away with a lot of shit in high school. Because they could barely give me B's, like on report cards, because that's just where it was. And then in college, my first year in normal art college, they wanted to like fail me in color theory. I won't dox anybody. Someone wanted to fail me in color theory and was straight up like, I think like, you shouldn't be getting a passing grade or whatever. And so, not joking, an hour, first of all, talked with that teacher for like a full hour. Took up everybody else's time that was supposed to be talking. I took up all of it because they wouldn't leave the room because I kept talking and they kept responding. Because you gotta know your power. And then once that was done, within 10 minutes of leaving that room, wrote an email to have a private consultation with the, like, principal of the school. Like, whoever the head person was. Wrote a whole ass email and said, hi, I want to have a private discussion with you. When should I come in, etc., etc. Brought all my shit with me, sat down, and was like, here's what's happening. I'm not failing that class. It wasn't a, hey, I think we should talk about this. I don't like the way this is happening. Here's, like, my side of the story and why I think I'm right. It is verbatim. What I said was, I will not be failing that class. And I will not leave here until we agree I'm not failing that class. And guess what, bitches? Guess who walked out with the lowest C she could get to pass? You have to know your strengths, baby. I didn't fail that class. You gotta know. You gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. You never count your money. While you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when you've passed color theory. Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's fun. There's some, of all the things I don't remember, it's funny what sticks in my head. It's very, very funny what sticks in my head, I gotta be honest. Is this just hair? It is, it's just little baby hairs. Okay, it's coming up with like a color on the screen, damn. But anyways, yeah. If you ever need to be like that kind of scary, let me know. Let me know. I can help. But if you need to be physical scary, like, I'm not intimidating. That's what I mean when I say physical scary. I'm not physical scary. I am not intimidating. I will never, ever, ever, ever be intimidating. It doesn't matter how much black I wear, if I paint my face and paint my nails and lower my voice and, hunch a little and wear chains, I will never be intimidating. It's just not a thing. But I can be cold scary. I'm mom scary. I fully believe that. Gal, you feel like the mom friend. You know what you feel like, actually? I feel like you in a normal, like, group of friends is the young mom friend. You know the mom that's like 30 and has like a 16-year-old daughter, and she's like, honey, don't forget your condoms and your birth control. Here's $60. Go have fun at the party. Make sure you call me when you're drunk. Like, that's what you feel like. I love that. I am 100%. Let's go. Let's go. Because on the flip side, the young moms are also the type of scary, like when a young mom is scary, it's different from when the adult moms are scary, right? Like the older mom scary is like I'm so disappointed in you. I would have never raised someone like that, right? That's an older mom scary. A young mom scary, which I feel like is what you are, is like, it's a, excuse me? That's my daughter. What the fuck did you say to her? You want to say it to me? You want to say it to me? How about you say it to me? Why can't you say it to me? Like, that's what I feel like you are. I literally am the person people go to when they need pain meds, and I remind my friend to take his pills in the morning. Yup, I knew it. I knew you were the mom friend. I can tell. I could read your energy. Social vibes. I am a social person. I can tell that energy. I'm ironically, or not so ironically, usually the jokester of the friend group. Although I don't really have friend groups. So maybe I'm not. When I'm pissed, I turn into old mom, but I rarely get angry. Interesting. So you're young mom happy, but old mom angry. Interesting. That's so cool. You like flip between them. Huh. I feel like, and this might sound awful, I feel like you can't be the mom friend if like, well, maybe. See, now I'm reevaluating it in my head. Maybe. Especially when I was directing shows and people were being morons. Oh. Actually, wait, I totally see that for you. Oh shit, I totally see that for you. Oh, we're at 86. Let me turn this up. I never yelled. See, that's so okay, so that's so interesting to me. Alright, so actually, let's talk about this for a second. Your type of angry is interesting. I definitely got my point across. See, that type of angry is so interesting to me because my type of angry, I feel like, is so different from other people's angry. When I am angry, if I'm angry in the moment of something, I am usually the shutdown version. So, like, if I'm in the moment of someone's talking to me and they're, like, saying bullshit and I'm, like, angry about it, I'm usually like yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Like, that's my angry. And I'm one of those ones who, like, shuts down and, like, will cry. Like, I'll be so mad in the moment that I'm crying while I'm angry type, like, that kind of energy. But if it's, like, angry and it's not directed towards me, like, if I'm just mad and it's not a person that I'm mad with directed, like, actually to me, then a lot of people don't like this, but I think it's kind of healthy. I'm a venter. I will go home. I will call up someone I trust. Usually it's Brianna, or when I was living with one of my best friends in Philly, it was her. And I will say the most vile, heinous things you have ever heard about the person. None of them will be true. None of them will be things that I mean. But they will be said. Because I am a venter. So if I am angry and it's not a direct, like, I am not directly involved in this moment of conflict, or I can exit the moment of conflict, or I need to process the moment of conflict, I am a venter. A lot of people don't like that. But that's just who I am. That's just the shit I do. It's how I get the anger. Oh, I'll sob after, but I'm very good at scolding. I can't do that. That's so interesting to me because I can't do that. If I'm having a situation where, like, I am genuinely mad at another person, I feel like maybe it's the undiagnosed neurodivergency that I will not say is any specific neurodivergency. But for me, when I'm angry, like, and I'm directly in a situation, let's see if I can explain this. Like, let's say another person like, does something stupid or breaks something, right, that I told them not to mess with, and I'm angry about it, right here, right now. I don't have any fiber or bone in my body to, like scold, like you're talking about, or, like, be like, yo, like, what is happening? I might do, mine comes out undirected as frustration. So, like, if somebody's, like, messing with something, I'm like, don't mess with that, it's gonna break, and then they break it, mine anger is gonna come out as, like, a dude, what the fuck? Fuck, man, now I have to do all this shit. Like, it's gonna be, like, frustration and exasperation. I don't have that anger response of, like, you're an idiot. I told you not to do that. Like, I don't have the direction that comes with some people's anger where they can target it. I also come from a family that I will not dox who has some anger responses that are, like, very volatile. And I think that has shaped the way I respond to anger, where my initial reaction is usually volatile as well. So I try to do my best, not consciously, I guess, probably subconsciously, that after the volatile moment, or during the volatile moment, I'm not, like, directing it to a person. Because my family lineage has a lot of and, like, explosive. Like, the second someone does something wrong is like a, stop! Like, that kind of thing. So, and unfortunately, I think tied in with the neurodivergency, I have that. But thankfully, I try not to, I usually don't tailor it to a person. It's usually just tailored to, it's like frustration type of energy. But I still don't like it. I would love to be able to kick that habit. But unfortunately, that's just how it is. I shit you not, the last time I got truly mad was like 5 years ago. Now, are you just commenting to comment, or are you going to tell me? You leaving a comment to blue ball me? Or are you actually going to tell me about the situation? You don't dox yourself, obviously. But, like, what do you do when you're angry? Because I do get angry, but again, my angry is frustration. And it will come out in venting. But if it's an actual moment, then I'm just like, It really does, again, not diagnosed, but it does very much feel like what I would assume an autistic kind of, like, overstimulation feels like. Because it's like, I want to, like, yell and punch a wall type of energy. Like, Like, I've told y'all when I was a kid, I bit my DS in half. Because that's the type of anger immediate response that a buildup will do. But I try to, if I'm in a polite situation where I need to keep face, exit and then call the phone and vent. Tends to be the case. But I don't usually have the, I have the vitriol of a venter. I don't have the stereotype of a venter. Because the stereotype of a venter is like, Becky, I just can't believe she would do something like that. I mean, what gives her the fucking right with those ugly-ass hoe shoes? Like, that's the stereotype energy. I am that. But my energy is, fuck that whore, she can suck my fucking dick. Like, that's the energy. So it's a weird, like, masculine venting energy instead of, like, the feminine venting energy. Which I think is interesting of a combination. Because I like all the nuances it brings. I don't know. It's intriguing, all the different things that exist. All of the mucus from my throat and my ears and my nose is packing right here, and I hate it. I hate it when it does this. It always does this when I wear headphones. I swear it's because I'm clogging up my ears, and it feels like it can't go anywhere. Basically, was in college, a part of an improv group, And we had this dude who was saying jokes that weren't great. So the e-board of the club, I was a part of that, talked about it. And the whole time, 3 out of 5 of us were talking about how they didn't like this dude. And we were going to put our foot down. And how horrible this dude was. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right, cool. I feel that. I'm intrigued about this story. Because again, that wouldn't cause an anger response in me. To me, that would be like a... Usually my responses are almost always like assimilation. And you guys know this. I've said it before. You can put me in a group of the worst kinds of people, any type of people, and they will believe I am one of them because my assimilation, tendencies are so strong. And then the second I leave, I'll be like, ooh, gotta block that number and never show up again. Like... So the guy comes to a meeting, and the 3 people who were talking the most shit said nothing. That's different. If you make a commitment that you're gonna say something and you're in charge, you need to. Whereas my ass, I would talk shit with people. I guess that's what I mean by venting. I'm a talk shitter. I'm a venter. And then when they said we should do something, I'd say, you can do what you want. I ain't saying nothing. Like, because I knew myself. Conflict? Mm-mm. So when are we getting Rachel into a spy agency again? Literally right whack. Like, they could put me in the CIA, alright? I would be phenomenal. Phenomenal. So good at spy agency Rachel. The problem is, the U.S. government can suck my dick. I mean, have you seen the latest, I don't know if it was a Boy Boy video or I did a thing, I forget which is which, I think it's Boy Boy. Have you seen the latest video where he goes through all the ways that the U.S. government has been torturing innocent people literally for fucking 100 years? Like, fuck that shit. Rachel would probably be a double agent. Accurate. Valid. Accurate. Valid. I'd be like, this is how you take down... This is how you do it. Let me tell you. Maybe Canada should recruit him. There you go. There you go. Inside man. Nothing got done. We left the meeting in a worse place, and I was so pissed. God, I can imagine. I imagine you'd be upset, and then nobody backs you up. You got to get backed up if you say you're gonna. You got to be backed up, you know what I mean? Got to back shit up. The thing I hate the most is passive aggression. And the 3 people were accusing this dude of being transphobic and pretending he has autism, blah, 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 and then had their head in their asses the whole meeting. Oh. That doesn't sound like passive aggression. That sounds like, you know, like talking shit. That sounds like talking shit. Passive aggression is like, passive aggression is like, ooh, no, don't put that away. I'll do that. I don't want you to break it. That's passive aggression. But I understand what you're trying to say. We can pay you in Cove soda? What the fuck is that? I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck is Cove soda? People drink? Classic cola. Huh. See, but what's their Pepsi flavor? I need to know if their Pepsi flavor is good. Oh, they were passive aggressive while talking to him. Okay, got you. All right, understood. That makes more sense then. Yeah. Passive aggressive stuff. I know 1 or 2 people in my life that does that. I tend to be able to ignore a lot because, again, I'm an assimilator. So it takes a lot to get me, like, not a lot, but to get me to be in the moment upset, I will assimilate and then I'll go vent about you later. It's what I've been taught to do. That's what my mother always did. She said, it would be, you are nice, you smile, you shake hands, you say everything you need to say, you shut the fuck up if you can't say anything because you're upset, and then when you get home, then you can talk shit. That was how my mother was. That was how I was raised. That is how I am to this day. That's why I tell people, don't ever, ever depend on me to have your back if you are gonna start a conflict. I'm sorry, I'm a fucking coward. I am an assimilator. I will be perfectly fine and normal and smile, and then when I get home, then I'll talk shit. So I feel it. Maybe PC Cola, not American Pepsi. Yeah, right, like when I Googled it, I was like, oh, off-brand soda, I see. So I quite calmly, rather firmly told all of them that they either fix shit or shut up, and then I left, got to my room, and sobbed. Aw. It gets better or worse. The dude spreading on the slander was lying about a half of it. He did it to create drama, and then those 4 people didn't bring it up in my presence again. God tier. I love it. Gal, that's crazy. I don't recall anything like that occurring. Actually, the times that I can recall being actually angry with someone were people of authority. Which tracks. Literally the only times I can recall being actually genuinely angry with someone, they were my teachers. That tracks a little bit too well with my anarchist tendencies. You say off-brand, I say made in Canada. Fine. But it says cola, which would be Coca-Cola. What is their version of Pepsi? They are different. Is it Canadian pepper pie? Peppy? Canadian peppy? Canadian papa? Because Canadian cola is Canadian Coke. What's the Pepsi? You know what I'm saying? They're different. They are, in fact, different. And I will never do one of those guessing games where you have to try and tell the difference. Because if I get it wrong, my whole life will be a lie. And we can't have that. We cannot have that. Beepus. What is the alternative to Pepsi Cola? Yeah. Because cola would be Coca-Cola. I wouldn't assume it's Pepsi Cola. I would assume it's Coca-Cola. Otherwise, what would be your alternative to Coke? They're 2 different things. There's Coca-Cola and Pepsi Cola. Like, no? They're 2 different things. Cola is a flavor. Coke and Pepsi are companies. No, because Coke tastes different from Pepsi. If cola was a flavor, they would both taste the same. But they don't taste the same. So is it Pepsi or is it Coke? Pepsi Pop. I like that. I am a popper. I do say pop. I am a Midwesterner. I do say pop. I'm a pop lover. We don't say soda in my house. No. You don't say soda in my house. Soda pop can be allowed. The Southerners are wrong by calling it all cola. They don't even get a choice. They're just wrong. And orange juice is still orange juice, even if you use California oranges or Florida oranges. They'll still taste different despite being from friggin' oranges. I wouldn't know. I don't drink orange juice. All I know is Pepsi and Coke are different. Now I'm pushing your buttons. Hee hee hoo hoo. Pepsi and Coke are different, so they must be different things. I do not know what you mean. Pepsi Cola was early Pepto-Bismol. Coca-Cola was cocaine. You know what? Stay home. Canada's fine without you. Yup. That's the correct answer. That's it. That's the correct answer. Everywhere is fine without me. Don't worry. I will create my own nation. Rywick, can I go to Canada? All of you, everyone goes to Canada so that I am by myself. Me alone and I run my own little country. And I only manage myself. Honestly, I'd love that. I could have all the dogs and all the cats and all the snakes. Hell yeah. I can be the ruler of the animal kingdom. Like I'm a little Disney princess. And I have speaking of which, my sister got me corn. I'm gonna try and feed the deer. I'm gonna be a goth Disney princess and get those deer to eat out of my hand. I'm gonna try it. Yes, please, Canada wants all the good people from America to come here and be happy and healthy. Rachel stays home. That's fine. Can you imagine me as president of this country? What I would do is I would specifically get a secret group of people who could get access to all of the most damning and secretive documents that the U.S. government has. And I would make sure they're all ready to be released at the exact same time. And then I would disappear, and I would have them all released at once, and make sure they can't be deleted. And then people would never see me again. Like, it would be like a nuclear war weapon button, but for that shit. I would specifically be like an insider to take the whole regime down. Like, remember the 5th of November territory. That's what I would be. It is in my to-do list to visit Canada. Canada was nice. I've been there before. See, Rachel wants to be a princess to be adopted by the king. Adopted? Nah. Alright? We talking bad shit up in here. The king is mine. I could be a different princess from a different king, alright? It's pretty nice up here. You'll like it, except for the tons of snow. But unfortunately, I'm very used to that where I am. We get a shit ton of snow. Almost anyone would be better than the current one. That's correct, Dadley. That's correct. Canada's capital. Do you guys get a lot of snow there? I feel like you would, right? I know, like, I grew up in the really east coast of the U.S., so we got a shit ton of snow. A lot. There were months and months and months. I get a little less where I am now, but still a lot, and still at weird times. Most of Canada gets snow. Well, yeah, but when I say get snow, I mean like, I don't mean like, we have snow. I mean like, yeah, we get fucking snow. You know what I mean? Like, a Texan's definition of we get snow would be, bitch, where? So I'm talking like East Coast version of do you get snow? Which I assume most, if not all of Canada, does get that energy of snow. Ha! You know, gal, we all gotta start thinking of escape plans, to be honest. You, because the government won't pay your student loans, so you're not gonna be able to finish college. And, me, because I'm gay as fuck with a loud mouth. We all gotta have escape plans. Oh. Kitties! We love kitties! It's so sad to be allergic to animals. I would die. That would make me so sad. To be allergic to an animal of any kind. My God. I love when all of Texas closes for, you meant to say less than, but right now you've said greater than 0.001 inch of snow. I love cats! Yes. Talk about the fur babies. And yeah, all of Texas being like, we're gonna be on a singular power grid. And when we have 0.01 centimeters of snow, the entire state is gonna shut down and we're gonna have a power outage. And we're like, oh, okay. You have to start using centimeters? Oh, That's one thing we can agree. Listen, when it comes to America, we can agree on probably everything. The metric system is better. I don't know. Well, I know why we don't all use it. It's because the ego of the American government will never not be satisfied. And they fucked up our education. So, like, metric system, better. Should be using it. Like, it's not even a teensy weensy bit of a debate. There's not much debate. Inches foot is dumb. I think it's a weird math system. Weird math system. And we already do weird math. Right? We don't need to do all the extra weird math. I do prefer Fahrenheit to Celsius, but I know both. I don't know both, but it doesn't matter because Celsius is still better because it's based on the metric system. I'm not in defeat either. We'll get along. God tier. Oh. Oh, I coughed so hard my camera lost focus. There we go. Hi, buddy. Hi. So I was gonna play Nordhold today. Sorry, Rachel, found my new best friend. After I claimed you yesterday and everything. Oh, do I have... See, y'all gotta tell me this shit. Okay, it's gone. Yeah, after I claimed you yesterday and everything. Crazy. That's okay, I've never had one, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Although I do appreciate you. I was gonna play indie games, Nordhold, because they sent me that one in the email. They did not give me Steam codes, but they sent me it in their email, their demo. I guess we're lovers now? Has it not always been foretold? Have you not studied the prophecies? They are clear in what destiny has decided for you and me. Know your history. Know your fate. Yeah, silly you. Alright, I'm talking God of War levels, alright? We gotta climb the ice mountain and look at all the prophecies and shit. I kind of want to, instead of doing Nordhold, even though, like, I would want to play, do you guys want to build, like, character design, the main villain for our next horror show? Because I was doing that earlier today, and I kind of be down to do that now. You know, our harbinger of evil, our queen. I'm gonna get a custom figure of her through Heroforge because I want it to be all badass. So I feel like that could be cool. I am most definitely not the one for you. I guess I have to start beating you up and wearing leather. Fire. Speaking of indie games, made any clonizer progress? No, Dadly. I've fallen in love. Not fallen in love. I've been finding so many cool indie games that I've just been playing them all. So I have not made any clonizer progress. Have you made more progress? Does it go higher than you were before? I'd be surprised if it went higher than that. Jesus. Okay, let me... Because I was working on her. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to try and find whatever this email was. God forbid if I remember what this email and password was. Ah, fuck. Try that one. Damn it! I logged in earlier today. Try that one. Let's go! Okay. Heroes. Harbinger of the End. Haven't played in a while. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, now let me share this tab with you guys. Hold on. How do I do this? Oh, what happened to this? What the fuck? Okay, yeah, so we're gonna work on our main villain for our, like, Catholic medieval horror show. Because I was having fun trying to create her, and I want to get a custom mini. So you guys can help me decide, what she should look like. And I think that will be fun. I think that would be very fun. Alright, so that looks correct. We'll close. Alright, so this is as much as I've done so far. We're going like celestial and demon combined. So, I've given her the big old angel wings. And, let me see if I can unclick this. Hold on. So I've given her the big old angel wings. And she also has, like, a halo. And then I'm working on horns. Because I want her to be a combination of, like, demon and celestial. Did Dragon Age complete... Oh! Dragon Age completed in about a week! And lots of us have been blue screen for a couple weeks now. Oh, I remember you saying that on Monday, the blue screen. But I'm glad you completed Dragon Age. That's cool. Needs more leather. Gal may have recommendations. Ryweg, I'm taking recommendations from everybody. So everybody, please give me thoughts and opinions. I'm gonna go back to... horns, because that's where I was. But this is what she looks like right now. But I want recommendations from all y'all, because this is, you guys are the ones who make this campaign. So for those who don't remember, she is the queen, and then the group will battle their king. What they don't know is their king is the horseman of the Apocalypse War, and he sends them out to kill the other three horsemen, which is famine, pestilence / plague, or death, and then they'll come back and recognize that he has become like he's bad. He's like become crazy because he's war, so he loves the violence. So they trust the queen, which is this woman right here, and she doesn't look like this when they first meet her, right? They trust her. She's solemn, she's gentle, she's wise, and she like informs them, and they're like, hey, the king has been, like, really violent, and I think he's, like, slipping mentally, and I'm scared of him. And so they'll kill him, thinking he's the big bad guy, only for her to turn around and go, thanks for killing the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Now I'm here to literally bring about the apocalypse because you fulfilled the 4 things I needed. And she busts out her wings, and, like, the big, evil harbinger of the end is what we're calling her. Yes, that is the vibe, gal. It is King Arthur, Catholic, celestial, etc. We want to make her very graceful, but, like, deadly and terrifying in it. Which is why I've given her some of the skin elements that are, like, being torn away, like flesh. Oh, different color wings. I like that. Dadley, when you say different colored wings, are you saying, like, the front 2 are one color and the back 2 are a different color? Gal, I have tried. So, I've tried to make her the very, like, slender, like, claw hands and skinny face and, like, frail lady. I can't get it. I don't know what's up with Heroforge. I can't get it to do that. I've tried messing around with the body scales, and they just make her look weird, and, like, inhuman, which she is inhuman, but it doesn't seem to work. So I will continue to play around with that aspect, because I think it's the feet and legs, and that's the only thing we can't change, which is crazy. Longer legs and smaller feet. You can't touch the feet. You can't touch the feet, and the only thing you can do with legs is pick one. So, like, I can mess with her height. I can mess with her weight. I can mess with the length of her arms. I can't touch her feet and her legs, like, at all. And so, unfortunately, nothing I can do about that. So for now, we're just gonna have to deal with what she is. I know she does, and it's a female build. This is a female build, but that'll have to be something else. That would be cool. Okay, Dadley, we'll do the front two one color and the back two a different color. But I want to see what horns we want. So we'll start from the top with the horns. I do like, let me zoom in. I do like these horns. Like, I do kind of like that in the way that they, like, sit on her halo. Uncanny Valley proportions. I know! And I don't understand. It won't let me change. I don't know. Is this TOS? Do these count as boobs? Am I supposed to put a shirt on her? There's no nipples, so I don't know if it counts. I guess I can put a shirt on her. We'll just put a little... There we go. Alright. Alright, well, there we go. She got a shirt now. So, she's got, like, Uncanny Valley proportions, and I'm gonna have to fuck around and find out because I cannot change the legs at this moment. I've not figured out how. But we'll work on her horns at least. I kind of like these horns. You can also choose just to do, like, one side and not the other type of territory. But I kind of like the double sort of classic evil horns. I feel like she needs a bigger head, too. Hold on, wait. We're on head. How do I make the head bigger? See, that's the face. Body. Let me make the head a little bigger. Maybe like there? I think really long hair would be cool. Okay. Let's see what we got. Hair. So these are the options for hair. We can't mess with them too much. Unfortunately, Heroforge has some really good customization and some customization that is shit. Because it's like stuck and you can't change it. And hair is one of those things. So we can do something like this, but it's gonna end up giving her like a mohawk. The longest hair they have, I think, is only like here, which is gonna get caught up in her wings. So they don't have like to the floor hair, although I don't mind that hair. I don't like the bangs. I think the bangs doesn't work. They have like lion mane style. Now I want to doodle this. You can do whatever you want. They don't have to the floor hair, so I was giving her a high ponytail at the moment. I was doing like that kind of territory where she has like high ponytail. They do have like braided, so we could do something like that. Or tiered braids, like that could work. The low ponytail. I kinda dig the Dutch braid on the top. That's kind of fire. I don't mind the tiered braids either. That's not too bad. Should I put pants on her too? Is Twitch gonna be mad? Should I put pants on her? We'll put little pants on her. Okay. I don't want to make Twitch too mad. It's like Merida's mom. It kind of is. She kind of is. Again, I agree. I think she's a little too beefy, but there's not really much I can do. Oh, I don't mind that, actually. That hair's not bad. Unfortunately, this is going to happen in the back, but it is what it is. I don't mind that look. That feels a bit, like, older. What's this one? That's not bad either. It's not bad either. Kind of down for that. Definitely not short. I don't think short's good. I'm not a big fan of the short. Yeah, we'll stick with that for now. Alright, we're on horns. Okay. I like these big old horns. Tell Twist it's a VTuber model? Yeah, literally. This is a VTuber model. There is nothing wrong or bad happening here. I don't like the little ones. Ooh, the spikes are ugly. Those are ugly. Those are cool. That's very demonic. Okay, alright, that's in the running. That's in the running. How about these? I don't want broken because she's like, even if she's evil, she's like pure evil. What do we think of the curved ones? The curved ones aren't bad. Do I like those more than the elegant? Yeah, I kind of like the curved more than the elegant. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me change the Twitch, whatchamacallit, because we are not playing Nordhold at all. Creating BBEG for there we go. And then I guess this is art? Sure. Awesome. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I kind of like those. What about the curly ones? Ooh, the curly ones are cool. I like how they... Oh, no, they go into her halo. Whoops. That'd be easier if they were behind her halo, but okay. Can I edit the halo? No, I cannot. So there they are going into the halo. Okay. Definitely not the antlers. We don't want those. Not antenna... that does kind of look freaky. I do kind of like the freakiness of that. That's not bad. Simple horns. Antennas. Broken. The curled fae, but she's not a fae. Long wavy. Are these all broken? I don't really want broken. And those are way too tall. So I'm thinking, now we can put them on the front of the face and the side of the face and directly in the front too. So for now, I really like the curly cues, but they go into her halo, which I don't care for. So I'm thinking, see, those are broken, but they don't go in the halo. Oh, that could be cool. Alright, well, for now, we've got curved, and then we have the original broad ones. Or the elegant ones. I think I like the... I kind of like these, how they curve around it. Let's see if we want any... Maybe they should be on the front. Let's try the front. Ooh. Interesting, because this is technically the front. They feel, oh, they're gonna feel lopsided because of the hair we have on her at the moment. Alright, let's change the hair so we can see it better at least. Oh, but then it's gonna fuck up the one in the back. That's okay, I think for now it's fine, because I want to see what it looks like. Oh, no. I at least want it pulled back so I can... Ooh, that's pretty fucking cool. That's kind of cool. Ooh, I'm kind of... I really like this theme of, like, 4 wings, multiple horns. I like having multiples. I don't know if I want these ones directly on the front. Let's see what other ones we have. Those are the same horns twice. That's not bad. That kind of looks like a crown. Okay. I'm almost down for that. These are the curly ones on the front. Ooh. That's kind of fun. I kind of enjoy that. That's a possibility. Okay, that's a possibility. I don't mind that one. Those are so funny to me. Cymbal horns, no. Long wavy, no. These are all broken. Sleek dragon horns, no. Those are too tall. The dragon horns are too tall, I think. So I'm gonna take them off for right now, but I think possibly our big elegance, another set of the curved, or the twisties could look cool. Those aren't the twisties. These are the twisties? Yeah. But let's see what these ones in the back would look like. Because these ones should be back here. So these ones would be up top. They are going to run into the halo for sure. Just barely kind of like mushes with the halo a bit. But it doesn't look like it's going through it. I don't mind that. That doesn't look too bad. I kind of just want, I want to overload her. Ooh, that looks cool too. Oh, that really is like claws in the back. That's kind of fire. Alright, so far that one's really cool. Oh, the ridges curling around the halo? Wait. That might be it. That might be it. Look at the ridge curling around the halo like that. My only issue is like right here where it kind of molds into this guy. But I love that curl around it in the back. I like the aspect of 4 because of the 4 horsemen. Oh, good idea. That's a good point. We love connections. I like the aspect of 4 too. And I think I like the horns being the back set and the middle set and not right on her forehead. So it's just gonna be a question of maybe do we like this or do we like the curved where it's kind of like this crispy crown in the back? Or what was the other ones that we kind of liked? Those are just so funny to me. The other ones that we liked were... No, sleek dragons are too tall. And those are all broken. Oh, are there some more that are back here? Did I not notice these? Damn. I must not have scrolled far enough. Okay. Small curlies. Those are ram horns. Feathered horns? Ooh, those could look good on the front. And then we put the other horns in the back. That could work. The bat wings could also kind of look like demonic wings. Oh, those are cool. They also hold the halo. Oh, wow, there's so many cool ones. 2-pronged fiend horns. Alright, let me take off the front setters. Hold on. Trash those. I want to see these back setters. Okay, so I don't think those are quite our energy. That's a bit too, like, dragon territory, I think. What about these ones? No. Those are cool, but that's very demon. I don't want to quite go that much, I don't think. Curved mantle is cool. Fiend horns. Whoa. That's cool. I wish it didn't mix with the halo, but that's pretty fire. Are you going to be making 2 of these? Like one when you think she's your ally and one when she reveals her true self? I would if I had the money. No, I'm gonna be making just this big bad evil one. And then I'm making the set pieces. So it's gonna be my first time. I'm gonna try and make set pieces because I looked up like, you know, D&D like modular terrain and sets and stuff, the ones that you like buy and then you paint and you put together, and they're expensive as shit. So I'm gonna try to make my own like base pieces out of foam and then just get like a lot of walls and items. And I'm just having her made as an actual like custom mini. Other folks can bring their own. Our players can either bring their own, or they can use one of the like lots. You'd be like, here's a lot of, you know, this is the wizard, this is the cleric, this is the whatever. Pick which one you want. Otherwise, it's going to be theater of the mind territory. But I figured if we're going to have one thing that we want to spend money on and make look super cool, I want it to be the big evil that they have to fight. So that's why I decided I'll make one for her. And if Molly joins this campaign, I told her she can make one too. So we'll get to see her character mini, which will be very cool. Oh, I almost like those. Long wavy horns. That feels like a little too much. Okay, little baby horns. Downwards horns. Those aren't bad. Those aren't too bad. Multi-pronged horns. There's so many horns. How do you not let me make the legs skinny, but I have this many horn options? Whoa. Big boy horns. Those are upwards. Those are cool. Oh, those are cool. That's kind of fire. Can't see those. Archdevil. See, those are too, like, classic and thick and big. I want, like, a set of skinnies. And then maybe, like, a set that go up, I think would be really cool. And help keep with her concept of, like, terrifying but beautiful energy. That's kind of the vibe. Oh yeah, a little tangent. How's the Whisper Down the Lane story going? Too many horns. I know. Also, that halo's really thick. I know we can't change it. You only get halo or no halo. It's one of those things we are not allowed to edit. The narrative collab is going well. I think next week Ava's gonna end our story because I think she's the last one that is wanting to take part in it, and then we will post them. So that'll be fun. It's one of those projects where, like, I'm such a perfectionist that I and this is not to say the project's bad because everyone's done a fantastic job, but I'm such a perfectionist that I never want to, like, make content or post content that I'm not like, this is perfect, right? And I already have, like, most of my shit I never think is good enough. But this series in particular, because I have no control over so much of it, I'm like, I just want to hide it away for the world to never see. But I'm gonna post it because so many people did so well. And they deserve to have their work shown. Oh, that's right, we were on these ones. One halo but dozens of horns is very weird. I know, right? I agree. And I still think I like our dragon claw head the best. I genuinely do think that I like our dragon claw head the best. I will double check with all these new ones I didn't realize were here. Those are long, yeah. Long and skinny, which is what we want. But I definitely want them going backwards. I like them going backwards. Oh, we were going to look at the feathered ones. That does look cool, but you look like a bird when they're on the front because it's got the little eyeballs on them. These are cool. These curl to the front. Got antlers. They're back to dragons. Yeah, I really think that unless we do something like this. Oh, this is not the placement we wanted. This is the placement we wanted. Unless we do something like where those are in the back and this is in the front. I think our best look is like double claw. I really think that looks cool. The 4-clawed horn back there. And because it kind of looks like it's like gripping the crown, the halo. I kind of love that energy, like she's wearing her own crown. Yeah, I like it too. And the concept is going to be that she picks, like the ending concept is going to be that she picks up the prince's, the dead son's crown. That's just like, that's Jesus's, the like crown of thorns, but without the thorns on it. And then she puts it on her head and it's supposed to like mold and twist into like a halo or a crown of thorns. And so I kind of like this. I think this is good. This is good energy here. Okay. And I don't think we need to put one at the center of her face. That feels weird. Do we want... I don't think we need any mohawk back pieces because I kind of like this hair. I don't know. Oh, do we want like a gem in her forehead or something? Nah. Nah. That feels weird. And do we want like rock hair or tusks? No. Okay. So again, I fucked with the body. Not much you can do. This is the fun one. Clothing time. Put a gem in her neck. We can do that. That would probably be... So they have set outfits that you can put them in. I like to fuck around with all the different pieces. So if we go to chest, I think there's an accessory section at some point that we can fuck with. Oh, the neck section. Yeah, up here will be when we put a gem on her neck. But let's see. Let's look at undershirts. I will zoom out a little. Ignore her little bikini bottoms or her underwear, her granny panties. And you can't... I believe you can layer a decent chunk of things. So we just go to the outer layer. Let's see. Okay. I don't mind the concept of her having a turtleneck. But I feel like it would need to be tight if that's going to be the case. These are waist belts. That's always a cool piece. That's a pretty cool piece. Oh, is this the outer shirt or the inner shirt? I would think the red part is the part we're working on. Oh, okay. So these must be the inner shirts, right? I can never tell. I would think the red is what we're working on, but maybe it's the white. No, it's definitely the red. It's definitely the red. Okay. Alright. So let's go here and let's delete that. That top's kind of cool. Kind of down with that. That's a bit like soldiery vibes. Huh. That bodice is cool. I like that. Which one? The soldier one or this one? This one kind of fits here. Rhyme Weaver's bodice. Yeah, it does kind of feel like stone and such. If you put a skirt with the soldier. Oh, okay, so let's keep this one in mind. That may be a good idea then. So the soldier one, let's remember the soldier one. The Ice Warrior shirt is one of the ones we like. Because I agree, I kind of like that energy. Okay, let's keep looking. Okay, not the chef jacket. She's a chef. That's the plot of our show. She is a chef. Jackets and turtlenecks. It also gives cross vibes. Yeah, I was thinking that too, right? It feels like there's a cross on her neck. And that's definitely good energy for what we're doing. The leather jacket. These are like belts and stuff. Because we want her to be like ethereal. Let's see. These are kind of techy down here. That feels a little like jungle. That's not bad too. A noble coat. That's not bad. Alright, so we'll remember that one too. Noble coat's not bad. Oop. Okay. Alright. Jacket, that's chainmail. That's like a suit vest. Those are puffy sleeves. That feels too like Royal Guard person, which is not quite what we want. Okay. I'm always a sucker for this piece because I like to put other things on top. So we'll see about that one. Jack Sparrow, literally. Literally is the energy. You know what? Maybe we just need to make her... Maybe the proportions will look a little better if her titties are smaller. Hold on. Nope, that just makes her look more like muscular. Let's turn down the muscularity. How about that? Nope, it really is the legs. It really is the legs. Huh. Like, I could do that, but... Yeah, it really is the legs. Okay. Well. We'll go back to it later. Back to clothing. Let's see. Oh, I don't like that. That's very princess energy. No, thank you. That's like adventurer. That's court jester. That's a little high collar. Boo-ba-doo-boo. Interesting. That's like a little too techy. See, there's the gem, but that feels very, Xena, Princess Warrior type of energy, which isn't quite what we want. Boo-ba-doo-boo. Can always do classic. Although I don't think that's helpful in this scenario. Because we want her to be nice and elegant. So maybe... Nope, that's like a fighter's plate. So that's the regular oh, I thought that was the shirt wrap. No, that's the shirt wrap. Okay. These are like the high mage ones, which aren't bad, but the chain does feel a little like punkish, which is not quite her energy. We want her to be a bit more like smooth and tailored. Okay. There's a gem one too. There's a waistcoat one, but that feels way too like magician. Suit and trench coat. Little informal. That's not bad depending on what we pair it with for like the undershirt. So that would depend on, or the overshirt. That would depend on what else it's paired with. These are like leather harnesses and gear. 2 half plate. Okay, so we're going to look at the overgear. Usually in order to look at the overgear, I choose something like this, which is like very simple, so that we can see these better, because otherwise they like they can mold into each other. We don't want that. So we definitely don't want these. That's too like piratey energy. What about this top? That's not bad. That definitely feels like armor though. Does look like a cross. Does look like a cross. I feel like it just feels a little bulky. That might work. That might work. The cowl. And then we put a shirt under it. Cowl's not bad. What else could we do? That's a belt, which is okay. We got a light on it. Not bad, not bad. We've got some mantles as well. Some belts. Mantle and a belt. Okay. An alien capsule. That's a very different game. That's a very different theme than the one we're running. Jacket to put on top. Trench coat. Little warrior thing. It's interesting because like we're making like royalty. So all of like the classic, when you build your character, you want them in like adventures gear, isn't the greatest for us. Next time we're going to space, God help me if we're going to space. Y'all know how much I hate sci-fi. And I'm saying this right now, if we ever do a horror sci-fi show, I am just ripping off the plot of Alien Isolation. We will legitimately just do Alien Isolation, because that is the only sci-fi horror I like. Space pirates, let's go! Where did all the space rum go? Literally it will be like, we could do space pirates. See, I'm not even the biggest fan of pirates. So that's crazy. You combine the two and I'm just like, ugh. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh boy. Lord help us. I know. Well, I guess I'm just very particular. So I don't mind pirates. And in fact, I like some of the gay pirates. Ninja robots? Now that I'm down with. I mean, robots are sci-fi, so meh. But I like the concept of, like, robots with no feelings. Horror Treasure Planet. There we go. Horror Treasure Planet. I love that. Power Rangers. Horror superheroes. Oh, wait, that's just The Boys and Invincible. Oh. All of these would actually be kind of fun. Because here's the thing. Okay, so if I was going to do sci-fi horror, it would have to be Apocalypse or Alien Isolation. Because I actually really like iRobot style stuff. Where it's like a bunch of uncanny AI or Detroit Become Human and it like revolts. And it's terrifying that way. I like that. That I like. So I'd be down for that. Power Rangers isekai into a fantasy world. And they feel sad because they're not special anymore. Because everybody has fantasy powers. Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be kind of funny, actually. I'd be kind of down for that. That'd be funny. Meanwhile, I'm going through all of these overshirts and stuff. All of this is kind of like armor, which I don't think she's gonna have. Because why would she? I kind of liked the cowl that she had, if I'm being honest. Or do something like this that's very robes. Space Death Note. There you go. That's actually an anime. The Red Ranger becomes an adventure in another world. It just came out and it's dumb and hilarious. No fucking way. Really, Rywek? That's amazing. Wait, I gotta look this up. Hold on. Red Ranger becomes an adventurer. That's a light novel title. In another world. Oh my god. This looks like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! What the hell? It's true. This is amazing. I love this. What the fuck? Every Power Rangers trope meets every fantasy anime trope. Literally. This is amazing. Wait, I love it. And they're all like slightly tailored to the personality of each one. Like pink and yellow are the girls. They have little skirts, but yellow's is like more fierce and pink is more cute. And green is like the bruiser and blue is like the smart one. Oh, I love it. This is so fun. Just more anime I have to add to my list. It's just more anime I gotta watch. Damn. I'm glad you put that on to me, Rywek. Or me onto that would be the correct way to say the sentence. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's kind of a fire cowl, too. Hexweaver mantle. But you can't see her face if we choose that pose. Huh. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, I kind of love this too, but this is like really necromancer-y. I don't know if that's quite her alley. That's classic necromancer, which we don't want. Speaking of future campaigns, I am in need of a 2-shot D&D campaign. Any ideas? Looks rock and roll. Yeah, I think that's the issue. Is it looks too like rock and roll versus like necromancy. All your players turn into food and you have to try not to get eaten. Because you turn into food in the kitchen. And there's people that live there. Can you tell why I create our campaigns with you guys? Because that's the kind of campaign my brain comes up with. Is, yes, you're all food. That's the best I got. That is the best I have. No joke. Oh boy, oh boy. That's kind of cool, but that's very, like, mage. It's not quite elegant. We want elegance. Oh! That is literally called Noble's Dress Top. That might just be what we have to go with. Alright, we'll keep going and check, but that might just be it. Huh. I had a thought to make one based off the Goes Wrong show. Oh, do it! You love that show! You would love making that. You would never lose inspiration. You should do that. And I like that one. Yeah, I think that the Noble's Top just might be what we have to go with. Because, I mean, that's what she's supposed to be. She's the queen, you know? So we might just have to do that one. I haven't seen too much else I like. Well, we know that it's there. So let me try the one that I did like with a different bottom. It's the only other one I liked, which was this kind of like cowl piece. So let me see what undershirt might look okay with that. They would need like an actual shirt though. Okay, not quite. Got some armor. It's not bad, but it's not quite the energy I want. That's a wrap. Not quite the energy. Nope. That was the one she was kind of wearing, I think. No, that was probably closer. Okay. We've got the suit and trench coat. Oh, that's automatically gonna go on top? Interesting. See, that one's, like, the vibe is there, but it's too magey. It's too loose. Got this one. I don't hate that. It's not quite reaching the noble top territory. Fancy dress with a necklace? No. Swashbuckler? No. Pirate? Not quite. Armor. Robes of the Order, because she's in a cult. Well, she's not in a cult, she kind of leads the whole cult. I don't mind something like that, because that does feel very like, I am the evil warlock demon celestial harbinger. So, like, maybe? But I think the bottoms are gonna decide it, so maybe we should look at the bottoms. Because if we don't have the right bottoms, then we can't use the top anyways. And we would revert back to the noble one. Because the one that we liked up here was the ice one, but it will go under instead of over. I think it would work if the normal queen was always in a robe. Oh! That's not a bad idea. Wait, where did that go? Yeah, like if she was always in a robe, then this could be the version of it. I could see that. Alright, you night gremlins, I'm off to bed. Try not to get wet. Good night, Rywick. Thank you for being here. We love you. Thank you. Also, drink. Fine. Hey, just for you. You hear that? I'm officially out. I drank this whole ass. How many ounces is this? How many ounces is this? Hold on. I'll let you leave in a second. Hold on. How many ounces is this bitch? Okay, it doesn't tell me, but I drank a whole ass thing for you. Good night. When she transforms, she sheds her robe to reveal the armor. Ooh. That's a cool idea. Hee. Yeah, because I don't want her in this form to look too much like a noble. I don't want her to look too much like she would have in her normal form. Because then it's like, oh, normal surprise. And we definitely don't want that. High-collared coat. New shirt. Salvage top. Mercenary leather piece. Elven guardian. Swashbuckler. Seeker spacesuit. That could also make the reveal more impactful because she's just a little old royal in her robes and then boom, armor. Like an Uncle Iroh situation. Yeah, I do like those vibes. I like the concept of like, she's the gentle, like demure queen and she's got like her robe dress on and she's always gonna have like a black veil in front of her face as well. So I really like she's hooded and then, you know, when she becomes the evil, it's like boom type of territory. So I do like that concept. So maybe we do go a bit more like armory for this one. That might be the way to go. We'll have to find something that fits her well. Oh, that's not bad. Feels a little young. It's not bad. Because I do want her to feel like, you know, she'd been around for a long ass time. I want her to feel old and magnificent and splendor. These were the ones that we were considering. That doesn't look too bad with the cowl. Oh, that original top. The Ice Warrior shirt that we had looked at. That kind of looks fire with the cowl. As like her armor wear. Yeah, and it looks like a cross. That kind of looks fire with that cowl. And the cowl sort of hides the bulkiness that I didn't care for. That looks good. I like that. I like that. Okay, we do have shoulder armor pieces that we can play with. Let's see. Ooh, I love big pauldrons. I love big pauldrons. Those are not quite the vibe. Lion heads are not the vibe. Diamonds, not the vibe. Maybe the little demon ones? I'm kind of a sucker for the demon horns. I kind of like the demon horns. Those are kind of cool. Order of Eternity. Interesting. What else we got? Yeah, it mixes the angel and demon. Right now, that's my favorite, are those horned ones. I really liked those. Those are too big. And I like where they sat on the armor, because all of these are like sitting on top. I think that's a little much. See, like I could see that, but now we're getting very celestial. If we start doing ones that have like the robe style on them, like this is a little too paladin. That's a little too paladin energy, I think. I think the skulls are a little too, yeah, the skulls are a little too like death. I don't think that's helpful. Let's see. Keep going, we'll keep going. Okay. Got dragon heads. I don't want fur ones. We've got these guys, which are textured. Whoa, that's a little much. Pauldron of Vicious Blades. Shoulder pads. Sci-fi. Ram skulls. Oh boy, boy, boy. Illusion ones, that's a little much. Classic knights. Dual horns, yeah, dual horns are a little much. Those are way too much. Those are big old horns. Spiked pads are too big. Dragon ones are gigantic. My gosh. Warrior princess? That's so funny. Black card. Druid. Let's see. Those are what they call the paladin ones, but I think the other ones were paladin. Samurai armor. There's other horned ones. Nah. These all sit so high up. And I really liked how the other ones weren't so high. These are horns. Yeah, those are huge. I don't want this much hugeness all up here. 'Cause she's already got horns on her head. Let's see. I don't mind the shoulder armor. I think I like those horn ones up there. Let's see. Is it these? I don't think so. No, it's these, right? Uh-oh. Which one was it? It's not the bones. It's not the diamonds. I think it's these. Lurking while crafting? Sounds good, Dadley. Let us know what you make. Yeah, it's these. Because they sit lower on her arms. We can change the pose, but... yeah, those sit too high. I like how low those sit. Alright, let's get these. Oh, we can do neck piece if we want, but the cowl is kind of a neck piece. Ooh, a sword would be a good idea. Oh, yeah, okay, we chose a piece as a neck piece, so we can't do it there. Okay. Oh, we can change hands here. Oh, these are gloves. Oh, it's gonna take away her little nails. Unless we do fingerless gloves. I don't know if she needs gloves. Bracers? Okay. Rhyme weaver gloves? Those are fire. I don't know who this rhyme weaver is in D&D, but I like a lot of her pieces. Those are fire. Bangles, cross bangles? Oh, but they don't quite look. No, they're X's. They look more like X's. Oh, literal cross bangles, but those are kind of big and thick. What are these? Those are like big boy bracers. Little hand ones. Those are jungle ones. Those are big boy gauntlets. Not sure she's gonna need anything for her hands. The royal gloves, that's so funny. I think that unless we do those like fire fingers, I think she's gonna end up being okay. She doesn't really need anything on the end because we like want to keep the length and the, like, what's it called? The daintiness that the long arms and fingers bring. So I don't know that I want to cover them up. Yeah. None of these are appealing. I don't think. Super suit gloves. Where is my super suit? All-seeing gauntlets. High-tech wrist computer. Because an oversized watch. You could just call it a watch, bro. High-tech wrist computer. That's so funny. I don't mind those, but they're too big. I don't like how big they are. Yeah, see, all of that is gigantic. The rings are a bit too, like, gaudy, I think. And then leaf gauntlets. Regular metal cups. It's an Apple Watch. Literally. They might as well be like, this is an Apple Watch that will do all the things in your campaign. Everything you could possibly want, this Apple Watch will do. Have fun. I'm not vibing, I don't think, with any of these that I see. Which we don't have to put any on, so I think that's fine. Because I don't think any of these are quite the energy we want. Okay. So, we could put on the fire fingers. Where were the fire fingers? Which are these. Nope. These ones. I don't mind them. We'll keep them on for now, and we know where they are if we want to take them off. So, legs. So, we got underpants, and we got the big old ones. So, let's see first. I think we do... Well, the big old one would be skirt, so let me... It's better than the nails? Yeah, I think so, too. Let's look at the outerwear first. Oh. Well, fuck me. That might just be it. Huh. I don't mind it. I still want to fuck around and find out because I like to. But I don't mind it. It's the piece that's supposed to go with it. Yeah, it's the Ice Warrior robe. So. Okay. Yeah, it matches. Yeah, it's the set. Because there are some pieces in here that are like outfit sets, and that's probably the Ice Warrior set. I'm going to change her pose. This is the only pose I really liked for her, but I want to be able to see the outfit a little better. So let me change the pose just a little bit so I can see the outfit a little better. Clothing, okay. I don't mind that one. I think it's like tied together a bit. I definitely think we should do something like long. Although we can always put stuff under it. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these are like tatters and stuff. That could be cool on the top, but that feels very waistcoaty. I see, I see. Yeah, I wouldn't want these over it. I would want, see, if I was going to put these on, I'd want these under it, not over it. So I'll have to check the under section. That could be fine over a big long skirt. It depends how elegant we want her to look. I kind of want her to look a bit more disheveled, though. Like, well, maybe not disheveled, but like I am the evil queen energy. So let's see. Okay. Boy, skirts really are just not pretty on minis. They're really just not pretty. Let's see. Okay, it's got like tassels in it, kung fu, overpiece. That's like tattered. That's a paladin one, which isn't the worst. Okay, samurai skirt, scale mail, splint overpiece, warm tundra, tunic, loincloth. I do use this a lot, the extra dramatic layer piece, because it just looks fire. So we'll have to see what we feel about that. We'll have to try that later. See how we feel. Okay. When we get the underpiece, we'll have to see how we feel about it. Or something like this to add extra layers. So I think maybe we see if the Ice Warrior skirt is an underpiece. And we'll see maybe what we can add on top of it. Could be good. Because that skull is way too like, I am evil. So they do have the big skull belt. That's so funny. Hey, sometimes you just gotta get those classic villains. Sometimes you just need a classic villain. That's not bad. I wish it was a little thinner, but that's not bad. These are other skirts. That's not bad either. I don't hate that. I just wish the skirts didn't look like they were over. Well, these are the over pieces, so maybe that's why. See, that could be good depending on what we put under it. So I think we'll go to unders. We're almost done for the overs. And see what we like here. I kind of like that energy too. Or something like that. Alright, so let's go to the unders. Do they have the big ice skirt? They only have pants. Okay, so you have to put the skirt on the overtop. Boo. Extra boo. That's kind of unfortunate. Because I don't think there's going to be any form of, like, pants that we would put her in. Unless we give her, like, pauldrons. I don't know if any of these would look good under... No. Super skinny, regular, everyday pants. Something like that could work. If we want to do it for color, Like, if we want to add an extra color peeking out in there, this would be the way to do it, is to add some sort of, like, a pant underneath. So, maybe we put one down just so it's there. And that we can mess around with the color, and we can take it off later if we find that our colors are fine. But we'd want it to be, like, super skinny. Which I don't know if any of these have. Because that's baggy. That has a belt, although it's kind of skinny. We want it to be, like, attached onto the leg type of energy. So it'd probably be something like that. Not tracksuit. Oh, no. Or the elven pants. Where is my super suit? More super suit pants. Stealth suit. Leather pants. Kung Fu monk pants. Lots of belts. We love pants like that. These would be the basic ones in case we need to add color. So let's go back up to that skirt. This is the actual piece, which I don't mind. I don't hate her in it. Yeah, I don't hate her in it. Something feels off, but it might just be because there's not color yet. Because I don't think any of these other skirts felt right. Even the ones that were like that. Like, we'd have to put something under that. And that doesn't work. Yeah, they're all very, like, bulky and on top. Ha! Well, unfortunately, this is the only way that figures are made. Is with these kind of bodies. You can't really make, like... They don't make the other ones. At least not Heroforge. Alright, we'll stick with that, and we'll take the underpants off. Oops, wrong one. Take the underpants off so that we don't have any of that nonsense. Or I guess we'll put the little briefs on. We should put on normal ones, though, instead of the Rhyme Weaver ones. Oh, they're adding socks. Not socks. Do we have just regular? Yeah. That works. Okay. So feet. Let's put on some shoes. Big old sentinel boots. That matches the hands. Okay. I mean, we gotta put those high heels on there. Look at those high heels. We love that. Big old sentinel high heels. We love that. That's kind of fire. I think the rest of these are going to be a little too, like, commoner energy. The open sole foot wraps. Leather. Tundra. Square toe. Leather. Corvidae. Oh, they're feathers. Okay. Heel boots. I know. The worst, but the most gorgeous. Little shoe heels. I'm a sucker for boots. This is like one of those things that I won't slide on. If I was physically able to wear boots every second of my life, I would do it. I love boots, and no one will ever convince me that tall boots, I'm talking at least halfway calf, if not taller, taller's better. No one will ever convince me that any look is not enhanced with calf high or higher boots. You literally will never convince me. Like, they always make things look better to me. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. Those aren't bad either. I'm still kind of liking the like flame high heel boots, because they're very like, I am here to smite you. I have yet to find a pair of knee-high boots that fit me. My leg is just too damn thick. Oh, see, I don't know too much about finding them, but you'd probably have to go to a custom place, which sucks because then they'll be really expensive. Those are cool. I like those. Those are cool. Yeah, they'll get really expensive if you start going to custom places, unfortunately. But damn, I love boots, and unfortunately, I just can't wear them because I have a toe that cramps. And so I have to be in these $200 Brooks running shoes, because otherwise it just fucks me up. But I love them. Love them, love them, love them. I'm still looking, but I don't see anything as, like, Harbinger territory as those very, very first... Unless we go super sleek. Nah, that's a little too modern, I think. I don't think those will be tall enough for my liking. Nope. Let's see. I always end up on the super suit ones. Why do they always put me on the super suit ones? Ooh, fairy ones? The fairy ones aren't bad. I don't mind those. But I want big old scary death ones. That is what I want. Not the little unicorn slippers. They're so cute, the little unicorn slippers. Hey, smug little bug. Welcome, my friend. How are you? We are working on creating a mini for our next horror show that's recording in June. It's the big bad evil guy, although she's a lady. But she's our big villain, and I wanted to have a really cool mini. I hope you're doing well, my friend. It's good to see you. The fiery ones match the hands. I agree. And I really like the fiery smite hands. And I'm not seeing any other, like, shoes that are fiery smite shoes, for lack of a better term, besides the literal ones that were up there. Unless we go something where it's like sinister boots, which like work but aren't quite the energy. Giant lizard feet, that's what we want. Nah, we gotta go with the smite boots, baby. Smite heels, let's go. Smite heels. Doing great, how are you? Also nice, real cool looking. Thank you, Smug. Yeah, we're doing pretty chill. We talked for a good long time, and I was sick all last week, but I am back and functioning, and I'm excited to keep working on all the projects we're doing. Like, there's a lot of stuff that we're working on, and we did not touch head, so we can look at head stuff if we want. But I don't know how it's going to work with a halo and horns. We'll see. But yeah, it's been fun here. We've been having a good old time. Let's see. Rhyme Weaver's crown? Not quite. I like a lot of the Rhyme Weaver stuff, but I don't know what she is in D&D, but I like her stuff. It's not quite what we want here. See, now, if we were doing her normal queen look, she'd probably have a hood like that and a veil. Oh, maybe something over her mouth. That could work. Let's see. This is probably what she'd have if we were doing her normal look, is she'd have a hole like that with a veil. A herald helm. I mean, that's battle gear. For sure, that's a battle gear helmet. But I do kind of want to see her face. I'm a sucker for seeing faces. Maybe something like that? Oh, that's kind of fire. Huh. That's kind of fire. It feels a little birdie, so we'll keep looking, but that's kind of fire. Kind of love it. Alright, let's keep looking just in case. Because it is molding into the crown just a bit. That's a hood. Gas mask territory. A spiked floral crown. That feels like Statue of Liberty territory. I don't think I like that. Mushroom cap. Mushroom caps. Little hood. Gladiator helmet. What if you did that instead of the halo? That could work. Oh, for like the crown of thorns? That is a good point. Okay, let's keep that in mind because she does wear the crown of thorns. And we do have other crown options here. You know what? Yeah, let's test that. Let me go up here. Let's take the halo off. And let's see. Clothing. Head. So that's the little baby basic crown. That's the one with spikes. That's a big old dwarven one. This is supposed to be the royal crown, and it does fit very well with those horns. That does look kind of fire. I do kind of love that. Let me check the rose one. See, the rose one is cool. I just feel like it's a little too much. I don't know. But maybe we gotta go back and change the hairstyle now. Because maybe we need something a bit more forward like that. To really, like, emphasize it here. Instead of something that's, like, holding up backwards. Like, maybe we need something like this. That could work. Or something like that. But that looks really young. That looks really young to me. I don't like it quite that young. I like that hair, but not the spiky roses. Yeah, let me... I think the roses are not it for our crown. I really do kind of like this one because it makes you feel like it's attached to the horns. The hair down with the braids going back. Okay, let me see that. Let's go back up to hair. Hair down with the braids. I like that one. Okay. Yeah, crown-wise, I like this one too. Hair down with the braids would have been this one. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, this one I don't like that energy, but this isn't bad. I think that looks good. I'm a sucker for the, whatever that Dutch braid was one that we had earlier. I liked that. This isn't bad too, where it's like big and flowy like a mane. That could be good. This one gives me Fabio energy. Like the big hair on her, but that's because, you know, unfortunately she's got a very thick build right now. But that's not bad. That's not bad either. That's up, which we don't particularly want. Yeah, okay. Because the Dutch braid no longer works like that because we have the crown on. I guess it's whether we want that hair in front of her face or not in front of her face. And I feel like not in front of her face is better because this, even though it gives Fabio, it gives very angel. Like, I am your savior, which is kind of what she is. So I think maybe we keep that for now while we play around with some of this. There's this crown too, which would bring her hair out. I don't like her hair up and out. I don't like it like that, I don't think. So if we were going to do this crown, we would have to change her hair to something back there with like the Dutch braid or something that does this, that goes over it. Or something like this, maybe, that's a bit flatter. But I liked the other crown. I think we're gonna end up using that other crown. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything else here. Hats, jester caps, horned things. We've already got horns. Little bird. Oh, a bird's nest? That's so funny. I like that. That's cute. A laurel wreath? Yeah. So a laurel wreath is very, like, Christian Catholicism-y. But that feels too much like I am the Archangel Michael territory. I wanted a bit more menacing than that, I think. They do have just a normal rose wreath. Horned headdress. Sun soldier. Let's see. Warlock headpiece. Demonic headband. Just a straight up gem. Crystal crown? No. An antler helm? That's so funny. Dragon Knight. Got a lot of helm headpieces that we don't necessarily want. Dun 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 dun. A lot of helm pieces that we don't want. We got the big old skull on the head. A literal king's crown, which definitely we don't want. And a literal queen's crown, which if we were making normal her, that would be fine to be her crown. But we're not making normal her. No, we are not. So, what else do we have? What else do we have? A literal pumpkin. That's so funny. You can make a pumpkin head. Oh, I love that. That's so much fun. Okay. I think I still like that crown that mixes with the horns, which was this one, which means we have a few hair options, I think. So, I don't mind this hair option. I think this hair option is fine. I like that one. I don't like this one if we're gonna, because I think this is the right, isn't this the right, is it not the right crown? Hold on, let me check. Because I thought this hair worked with the crown we wanted, but maybe not. Oh, the royal crown. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. Not that one. This one. Yeah, okay. So we have a few hair options. We have, oh, it is called royal crown. Cool. We have this hair, which I think works well. We've got that one. This is probably second place, I think. I'm not sure at the moment. We've got this one, which I don't think works for this headpiece. We're not going to do any of those. We've got the braided one. We've got our high ponytail stuff, but we're not going to do that. We've got ones like that. And of course the big high ponytails. Or things like that. I think I kind of think we go this territory. Because I think this territory really screams like, I am a goddess angel from the heavens. Don't look at my 4 sinister horns and the horns on my chest plate. Like that on my pauldrons. I think that's a good energy. I might even give her, right? Yeah. Now that we don't have a halo, we might change up the horns a little bit too, just to make it a little bit more demonic. But we might be able to make it demonic in color palette. So I like this. I like this. I like this. So that's all of that. So then we can fuck around with gear if we want to give her gear. Okay. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. She can get piercings. She can get rings. She can have side stuff in her hands, stuff on her back. I have no idea what the options are, but they do give us categories. So familiars are like beings or pets, which these are getting put into the hand. So I don't think I'd want to put one in the hand. I want to put it on like the side, I think. Do we have familiars for the side? Fantasy, historical. No, we don't. Okay. Do we have them for the stage? We do. Okay, so we might be putting those on the stage then instead of like near her. Okay, so let's go back to the gear. Let's check her hands. What do we want for her hands? These are all going to be familiars. I don't think, because she can't have rats because those are Pestilence's thing. I don't think she's going to have any animals. I think she is the threat and she just kills everyone. So no familiars. She could have a shield. We could go classic like, and we're going to want to change the pose so we can see it right in front of us, I think. Ugh. Yeah, we'll use this pose for right now, just so we can see the shield, I think. Or maybe this? Nope. I want something where I can see that shield right away. Like, from the front. Alright, we'll use this. Although this is the classic. It's fine, we'll look at it from this angle, I guess. Because we could go big boy pauldron style shields. Which aren't the worst concept. I don't mind her having a big shield, but it would have to be cool and not something simple and dainty. That's got like a banner on it. Shield of Vicious Blades. Oh, literal skeleton is funny as hell. These are like the classic big ones. And if we get one that's like plain, like, ooh! What just fell? My mouse. If we get one that's plain like this, I can always paint something onto the shield. So, we could do something like that where I can paint. A skeleton is on theme, literally. We could do something like this where I can paint like a, you know, a symbol or something on it. Gigantic pointy one. So it's not the worst idea. I'm not seeing anything so far that is like super, I think it fits her. Because she could be a shield person. She could be like a weapon person. I don't really know. This is something we're going to have to figure out. Oh, that's kind of cool as a shield. Huh. I don't mind that gem one. Not the Medusa head. Not the Medusa head. Repurposed spine? That's crazy. That's some necromancer bullshit. I love it. Oh my lord. That's a little boring. Okay, shields. These are kind of cool, but I'll bet they're tiny. Yeah, they're not very big. I would want something that's like huge. What are these ones? Not quite. Alright, so I think we're gonna remove shield for now and look at some other stuff. So we have short blades, swords. I've lost Yarn Chicken. No! Not Yarn Chicken. What happened? Axe, blunt staff, polearm, chain, bow, crossbow. So she can't have any bows because that's pestilence. She can't have swords because that's war. And famine has a scale, which is not going to be on here. She could have chains. Chains could be cool. She's not going to have any guns. I ran out of yarn before I finished my project. Oh. Well, you're just going to have to get more because you can't leave Yarn Chicken unattended. You gotta make Yarn Chicken. You have to finish Yarn Chicken. Must finish Yarn Chicken. It is required. Oh, we could look at spells. Let's see. Lightning. Okay. Cool. Smoke. Smoke orb's kind of cool. I don't know what these are. These are just like spraying stuff, which isn't quite what we want. Yeah. Orb. It's like chain stuff. We'll turn it a little so we can see it. That's like a lightning orb. Magic orb. Rock clusters. Fire. Summon a sword. That's funny. Summon lightning. Wind. Flowers. I don't want it to be a spell book, because that defeats the purpose. Oh, Yarn Chicken is the game? I thought you were literally out here crafting a chicken made of yarn. What is this game? How do you play this game? I do not know of this. I'm not super caring for any of these spells so far, which is fine. We don't have to have extra bits and pieces. The Death Skull is so funny. That's so fucking funny for her to produce a Death Skull. See, I tend to like less of them casting a spell and more for it just to be on the base. So I think we're not going to do that. Let's try... What is the light? Oh, like lanterns and stuff? Okay. Let's try the fantasy category and see what it gives me. Or is it just going to give me everything? It's just going to give me everything fantasy. Okay. Oh no, it's miscellaneous, I think. What does the gem go? No, we don't want that. These are like flails and books and potions. Crossbows and guitars. This is so funny. Big old swords, maces, axes. Kitsune mask, celestial chakram. Like moon crescent charms. Quills, books. I don't think she would have, like, any of this stuff because maybe, I guess she's got to get a weapon of some kind, but maybe her weapon, I think she should be a magic user for sure. Definitely a magic user. Yeah, she's definitely a magic user. Let's try side stuff. Maybe this will be easier. And go to... Do we have spells for side stuff? We don't. Okay, so back? Do we have spells for back stuff? No. When you... Me and you both. When you knit or crochet, you play the game, will I have enough yarn to finish? And it becomes a game of chicken. In this case, I lost. Oh... So it's not that you were making a chicken, but you were actually crocheting. But you weren't like playing a video game called Yarn Chicken. You were crocheting, it's just whatever you were trying to crochet, you did not have enough to crochet with. That's so interesting. I've never heard that term. A staff might be useful. I know I want her to be I think we should have her be a spellcaster because everybody else has weapons. I think it's just oh, that's fire. What the fuck? I love that. That's cool. That's fire, too! What the hell? That is like... Wow. These are some cool shit. I like both of those. Kind of like the big crystalline thing. Ooh. Yes, I am knitting IRL. Okay, okay. Yeah, there's the halo. That's kind of fire. I love that. That's really cool. All right, well, cool. There's the halo. We found that. Wow. We don't want to do back items because they probably don't have spells. They don't. So, rings, I don't care about. Piercings, I don't think she has any. I want to go to stage before we put things, like, before we do a pose, I think. Okay, so we're just in the fantasy category. So these are things that can show up on the stage down here, like her platform. Skulls are always cool, but that looks silly. Oh yeah, let's do the base, I guess. I usually just like plain ones. Use it to clip your... Oh, cool. Use this base to clip a mini to your GM screen, laptop, or book cover for display, or use several to track initiative order. Whoa. I mean, if that wasn't gonna sit directly in front of my face, that would be fire. But we're kind of recording, and I do need to... They gotta be able to see my face. Otherwise, that's very cool. We could do something like this, though, with the skulls. I love how they put her in an automatic pose. We could do something like that. That's pretty cool. For attaching your own slotted base. Ancient stones, ripples, stone texture. I actually kind of like that with the skulls and stuff on it. It's going to be hard to put other things on it, but I kind of like that. And then, do we want a pattern base? Let's see. Or curved base. Ooh. I mean, I like the pattern base, but... yeah, why not? Put a little pattern base on it. Okay, so... I don't think she's not riding anything. Oh, we're only gonna get one extra if we use this base? Okay, so let's put her on a normal one for right now. Just so we can see. I usually like the squares more than anything else. Nobody agrees with me, but I usually like the squares. Most people do like circle minis. But I kind of like the energy of a square. We could also do hexagon. Hexagon's not bad. This only has one extra too. Or is it just because I clicked one? Oh, I see. Okay. So let me go back to that cool base then. That was this. And she kind of looks like that. I'm a square, Babakis, that's okay. You can be a square or a circle or a rectangle. Hell yeah, Babakis, welcome. I like squares. Squares are fun. Can I put items on here? Of course I pick one you can't see. I can! But it does look like you can only put one on this base versus two. I do kind of like the base. I'm also worried it's not going to let me change the pose, though, with this base. It won't. Okay. Alright. It won't let me change the pose if we use this base. So... let's use a regular one for now. And then we can do that. Hey, the ad skipped you? Nice job. Let's go. You must be special. You must be loved. That's the only way the ads can skip you is if you are special. Let's see. We are creating our BBEG for our next horror show in June. She is the harbinger of the end. She's a like celestial / demon combination thing that brings about the end of the world. So we're kind of fucking around and finding out. Only got a few minutes left here before I probably call it a night, but next time we'll just have to work on the colors and adding any like what pose we want and some magical stuff. Hey, thanks for following. That's super cool. I appreciate that. I hope that sound went off. I never know if it does. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. Yeah, definitely feel free to stop in next time. On Monday, we'll probably be doing this. It did? Yay! I'm glad. I love that I keep wanting to call them emojis. And I feel like I am not that old to be calling them emojis, but I'm really calling myself out by wanting to call out the alerts and the emotes as emojis. Swear to God. I really, really like that follower alert. I think that one's super cool. Yeah, we'll be back up on Monday, probably working on the color, the pose. The colors are going to take me forever. Because we are very specific here. And, y'all, all of you guys, help me make it as well. See, that's just me wanting rats. I like rats, but we can't put rats on her thing. Because the other characters are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So, Pestilence gets rats. I'm like, but I want rats. So yeah, we'll have to work on that on Monday. I'm just checking these items to see if I like any of these on the base. But I don't think so. Not a D20. I always like the spell magic. I don't like that they put it directly in front and behind. Like, that's just like so ugly to me. I don't know. Personal preference, I guess. Tree branch. Extra hands? Wild. Wild. If she was death, that would be fantastic. Little zombie hands. That would be so good. Crystals. The crystals aren't bad. They're not really relevant to her. But they're not bad. Not tentacles. I am also a sucker for tentacles. But that was our last show, not this show. We already did an underwater horror. There was lots of tentacles in that. So we don't want them here. What else could we add? What else could we add? A cupcake. Oh, that's so cute. How do you make an octopus laugh? Tickle it? You give it 10 tickles! Yay! Oh my god, I'm so glad I got that. I'm so bad at like jokes and puns and stuff. That's so cute. I love that. You give it 10 tickles. I love that. Like tentacles. I love weird shit. The octopus, the rats, all of that stuff was fun. I was so happy to do it. Oh, we definitely don't want people on it. All right, then we're going to put a pause here. We're going to figure out color and poses and stuff on Monday. So let me bring y'all back to me. Well, you can do it, Steam Deck. Thank you. That's Fire. Let me make sure I save her. And we'll see who we can raid on Twitch. Moon Day, indeed. Moon Day. Technically, we used to be live on Saturdays, and I think it's still in my profile. But we are currently on hiatus from Saturdays, so we're on Monday, Wednesday. Because I have too many projects to work on. Okay, my friends. Do we have anyone we want to raid on Twitch tonight? Feel free to send me suggestions. Let's see who we've got. Boom, 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 boom. Because raids are super helpful now because they add to all your numbers. So we want to help out our people. Ooh, we've got a couple of people online tonight. We've got Elden Ring being played, Project Zomboid being played, LA Noire, Bob Ross inspired paintings? Bob Ross inspired paintings. Oh, they're cute little clouds. Just like the happy little trees. Oh, okay, let's raid our friend here because she's making cute little clowns. So it's MacGyver. Mac K. That's so clever, MacGyver. I like that. Alright, friends, we will send the raid over to her place because she's doing cute little trees and cute little clouds. Feel free to join if you can. It's really nice to give to other people. Thank you all for stopping in tonight. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope I see you on Monday when we can work more on finishing our big evil lady and we can get her ordered and then I can show you guys when she's here. I'm excited. I love that you're trying a command and it didn't work, Gal. That's so funny. I appreciate all of you. Everyone who's here. There it goes. Gal, Bobicus for stopping in with us and joining us for a little bit. Dadley and Rywek and everybody else who appeared. I appreciate all of you. Have a good weekend. And if we've got any updates, I expect to hear them on Monday. I wrote it wrong. Don't be mean to you. Fine. I guess we've been plenty mean tonight. Alright, we'll raid out. And I'll see y'all on Monday. Have a good weekend. Have a good night. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Wow.